right, feel free to give me a sign if you stop being able to hear me. Great. Like I said, I'm the youth organizer in New Hampshire. I've been with AFSC for just over a year and a half. So I have the privilege of working mainly with high school youth in supporting their activism. One of the groups that we work with on a regular basis is based in the city Manchester. New Hampshire, I'll take a step back, is a pretty white state, but there's a really growing refugee and immigrant population. So a growing Latino, African, and now a Bhutanese community, and Uzbek Turk as well. So in Manchester, as well as Nashua, there's a really high population where kids are thinking about enlisting for the benefit of citizenship. We have a group called Young Organizers United that has been around for about 5 years, and it's mainly refugee and immigrant youth in Manchester, and meeting on a regular basis to talk about issues that are affecting their lives and work together to organize for change in their community. So that's one thing that we got going on. And there's a lot of peace and social justice clubs in the high schools that over the years AFSC has provided support to or helped students to start. And there's a lot of challenges in that for students. One example is at a high school called Co-Brown Northwood Academy. It's in a really rural area, and there was a young Quaker who wanted to take her name off of the list that was being released to military recruiters, but she was told that her name would also be taken off the honor roll, the yearbook, the directory, because they merged their confidentiality list. And so at first she was really nervous. She was in 10th grade. She didn't want to cause a fuss. It was a really conservative school. She was worried about what her friends would think. But over time, she decided that she wanted to challenge that because she, for religious reasons, wanted her not to be contacted by the military. At the same time, she wanted to be in the yearbook and on the honor roll. So working together with AFSC, a couple of her friends, and a lawyer at the New Hampshire Civil Liberties Union over a period of months, they were able to change that policy, which was a great success. Unfortunately, we couldn't change it to an opt-in policy, but it was a step to that really started for her and her friends to get started her friends to start. It was a base for them to start their Peace Council, a club that meets on a regular basis to organize truth and recruitment efforts in their school, a school that's really heavily recruited, or has a lot of military recruiters in it. So that's just one example. The last thing I want to say is working together with the students, or for folks that aren't in school as well, bringing these different kids that want to get involved together in organizing peace conferences and retreats, which is something that came out of students from Concord High School and Hopkinton and other area schools, Manchester. And so this year we're organizing the 3rd annual Peace of Mind 2-day retreat, which is a planning committee all put together by students. AFSC plays a role in helping to facilitate them to organize what workshops they want. Definitely we have an Iraq veteran against the war that we collaborate with, and he's always there sharing his story as well. And there's like 25 kids that come to that. And then the March conference, Building a Culture of Peace and Nonviolence, reaches more, about 80 kids for an overnight peace march and rally to mark the anniversary of the invasion of Iraq. So that's just a little bit of what we got going on in New Hampshire.